Table Topics Master. Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, it's coming on to fall. Fall is a time for change. We can notice that the trees are starting to not be so green and vibrant. They're starting to change. Our children, if we have children in school's starting, oftentimes they're going into new grades, new teachers. It's time for change. So with the topics today, for table topics, we are going to talk about change. Now, I think we have time for quite a few of them, so we'll see where we end up. So thinking about the idea of change, when you get up here, you'll choose a number, 1 through 7, and you will have a topic, a question to talk about. Now, I know that all of us, you've been here, but just to reiterate, you have 1 to 2 minutes.
2.
And at 1 minute, the green light will go on. At 1.5 minutes, it'll go yellow. 2, you start wrapping it up, but you still have a few more seconds, so they'll have 30 seconds at the end to be on time. Okay. For our first topic master, our table topic, would you like to come up?
Sure.
And tell me your name.
Kyla.
Okay, Kyla, number 1 through 7.
Oh gosh. Let's choose 3.
3. Where were you when something giganticide changed in your life, and how did it change?
What's that word?
Thank you so much. I remember the day like it was yesterday. You'll hear me talk about this multiple times in my time here at Toastmasters. I was working at AT&T in the University Mall, and my dad called me, and I was with the customer, so I ignored it and I put my phone down. And then he called me again, and I thought, why is Dad calling me? They're here on vacation, they should be having fun, they were supposed to be out at the lake today. Why is Dad calling me? He called a 3rd time, and I excused myself from speaking with the customer that I was dealing with. And I went to the back of the store, and he answered the phone. And it was my dad, and he was sobbing. I calmly took a breath, I said, Dad, what happened? Who's hurt? Is it Grandpa? Did Grandpa pass away? My sister took the phone. She said, Kyla. I said, what, McKenna? What's wrong? Tell me. It was a moment of silence, and my dad gets back on the phone. He says, Kyla, Hunter has passed away. I thought, no, that can't be true. And there was a long moment, a long pause. And in that moment, my life forever changed. My little brother, 18 years old, just starting his life, was gone. Gone before anyone could do anything to save him. Gone before there was a chance to see what his future would hold. And that is the moment that my life forever changed. Thank you.
Okay. Julie, would you like to come up? We used to have volunteers, and then we found out that choosing people makes it more entertaining. Okay. Number 1 through, let me cross out 3 so I'll give you the same one. 1 through 7. 5.
She's been so many Chinese.
Who has created the greatest change in your life, and what was the impact?
Oh my.
It's hard.
Well, who would have to be me? I think one of the greatest changes is something that happened 2 years ago when I found my biological family. But they have created the change. So I started it, but it was them that created the change. I have been able to, the last couple of years, get to know my biological family and actually figure out where I came from. It's amazing. I talked about nature versus nurture about a year ago in one of my talks. And I've been spending 1 day a week for the past 3 months with my biological family. And we're going through family slides and photos, and I'm hearing stories. And I'm realizing I am just like these guys. Things that my sister Denny did, I did. Things that my mom has done, I'm doing now. And it's actually giving me the, I don't know what the word is, not courage, but going, wow, I'm okay. Because I'm so different from the family I grew up with. I always thought something was wrong with me. And now I realize there's nothing wrong with me. I was just in the wrong place. So it's been an even bigger eye-opener than I thought it would be, learning more about myself and being able to love the crazy weirdnesses about myself.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, to elicit some more exciting thoughts of change. Sam, would you like to come up? Okay.
Ones have been guessed already.
Okay, 1 through 7, except not 3 or 5.
Okay, let's do 1.
1.
So do I.
What change, yes, what change would you like to see in yourself, and what will that impact?
I would like to see myself have more self-discipline and determination, create better habits in my life. Specifically in the beginning of my day and the end of my day. So from 5:30 to 8 a.m. and 9:30 to 11 p.m. I would love to have more control and self-discipline over those times, doing more meaningful activities than sleeping or watching TV at the end of the day. Sometimes I do get up, but it's not consistent. And so being more consistent in my life in those areas, I think it would bring a lot of consistency in my life and purpose. I'd get a lot more done, reading different books, family history, temple attendance, things of that nature in the morning. And in the evening, I would be spending more quality time with my wife, discussion, and getting to know my wife better than sitting and watching TV. It's hard because she really enjoys watching TV and she feels that's a very valuable use of our time. so that's what I do for her. But I would love to have a different use of my time. So if I had more control over that habitually, that would be great for me. So that's what I would do.
She's tired.
I don't know why you're complaining. You got like the best wife in the world.
Just stop complaining, Sam.
I was not complaining. I was saying there were some positive improvements I could make.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, it's all of it was what would you choose? So there we go. Okay, wonderful. Susan, would you like to come join us? Okay, so we have 2, 4, 6, or 7.
Number 2.
Number 2. When an epic change happens to your living space, how do you deal with that? Your home.
Epic space. I think she's trying to elicit tears from me today. September 10th, 2001. Remember the date? Or do you remember September 11th, 2001? Which one?
September 11th.
September 10th was the day my husband and I decided to divorce. Things hadn't been going well. He had someone else. And we were going to tell the kids on September 11th, 2001. Before we could do that, that morning, we saw the Twin Towers fall on television. An hour later, my children saw their Twin Towers fall. In my home, things changed that day. drastically for the better. I didn't think that day. I didn't think things could ever get better. I didn't think my kids could ever live without those twin towers of their parents. September 11th this year, we had some celebrations. 17 grandchildren, a couple of new marriages between us, kids that are happy, a son that is no longer on drugs. And life can get better. Even when you feel like things are caving in on you, even when you feel like things are changing and will never get better, it's that attitude, it's those habits that you can make. That attitude, that mental change that you want to incorporate in your life. If you can do that, you can watch all these catastrophic, crazy things happen in your life, turn you into a better, stronger, more happier person. And I would not be here today without September 10th, 2011.
Okay, I'm not sure about the time. Is that it, or do we have enough for one more? One more. Okay.
Oh, I was going to say Carolyn's husband. You said Jill? That's not his name. I forgot his name. What's your name?
Randy.
Randy. Randy was planning to do it. He still wants to.
Oh,
I think Jill does.
Jill doesn't want to do it. That's her way of getting
I'll remember that for next time. Okay, we have, I don't remember where, so.
That's
Four,
fine.
okay, I know why, because I changed papers.
6 or
6, 7.
7.
Great. How has Toastmasters changed your life?
Well, I feel like a hypocrite speaking about it because I don't speak very often. I haven't done it for years. And it's not because I don't like to, it's just my life has been so crazy. But I count this as one of the greatest blessings that I have, because I love to come here and hear what you have to say. I always learn something, I'm inspired, I fall in love with all of you, and it's been life-changing for me, just in that regard. Now, when I first got in, I did a lot of speaking, and it helped me to gain more confidence and learn various skills. And I loved working with the speech contest thing, because those children were just wonderful. I hope everybody gets to do that, because it's a wonderful experience. And so there's been so many good positives that have come from my life, into my life because of that. I don't know, it's drastically changed. I've always been a happy person, but it makes me happy to come here, and it makes me happy to see you and hear you, and I love you, and the end.
Okay, timers report.